Welcome back to another Big Mini with Ben and Paul.
Hello, today we want to talk about the recent Inside Xbox reveal that was yesterday, where Phil Spencer, head of Xbox, was on and told me all about X018 and mouse and keyboard support for console.
Yes. Can I just say, X018 sounds like a robot that's been sent from the future to annihilate someone in the past. You know what I mean? Like Sarah Connor kind of thing. It's like Sarah Connor. Bang. It's X018. You know what I mean? Just pointing that out.
What, and it's got like a keyboard for one arm and then
that's
a mouse for a hand.
Yeah,
that was the most PC thing I could think of to say.
Yeah.
A mouse for a mouse.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, obviously, X018 is like an event.
So they're announcing that they're bringing it back. So I presume it used to be an event. It's not something I've ever heard of before.
Same.
But it's an Xbox only event that they're going to be doing this November. It's going to be in Mexico City, and they're saying it's going to be open to 10,000 people. So it sounds like a pretty big event.
Yeah.
And obviously, they're going to stream it as well, so obviously you don't have to be there. And they're going to stream it like a longer episode of Inside Xbox. So it means that they're probably going to be announcing a lot of stuff. They said they're going to have strong third-party support there as well as first-party support. So what he alluded to with first-party support was kind of like, we're going to tell you where those studios that we've bought are at. Do you know what I mean? So I think we might get announcements, you know what I mean? Like I'm hoping personally that we'll get an official announcement for a new Fable.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, like you said, like Phil Spencer said in his Inside Xbox video, it was like, oh, well, we haven't done this for a while, but we're bringing it back. So I personally think it's definitely to announce some good stuff because, like the PlayStation 4 fanboys say, like, oh, you've got no exclusives, and we have. Like, I think that X018 is going to be like less murder robot, more look at the games we're bringing to
well, what if they do just reveal a big murder robot, the new X018, like, and it like lives in your home and fucks your wife? What?
Murders PlayStation 4 fanboys and everything. It wouldn't last a minute in my house because my Xbox is collecting dust right now.
Well, yeah, exactly.
I'd be like, put the PlayStation on and it just evaporates us from the universe. You know what I mean?
Yeah, maybe it'll eject to safety. That's what the Pro Edition does, doesn't it? Like, that's what the extra ridge is. You got the PlayStation 4 and it's got the 2 ridges, and then the Pro's got the 3. The top ridge is to like eject the hard drive to safety. It's like, oh, has it got any extra power in there? Oh, no, it doesn't actually do proper 4K. It just upscales. This is just like a housing unit for a parachute. All right, that's great.
Oh yeah.
What are we talking about? So X018, like I say, I'm totally interested to hear more announcements. I'm less interested in seeing more third party, just third party showing off their games.
Yeah.
Just because I think, like, don't get us wrong, I'm always interested to see more of new games and stuff like that. But like, I'm more interested to see what Xbox has to say about Xbox.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? What for all we know, it could be a console reveal.
Yeah. Oh God. And
I mean, I don't think in November they'd say, "Oh, new Xbox coming for Christmas," but they might go, "New Xbox, here's its name, or here's what we're aiming for, or next summer." You know what I mean? That could be viable.
Yeah. Do you know how they called the Xbox One the Scorpio? Yeah. Like, I kind of feel that X018 is actually a good Xbox name. I like that. I would buy an X018. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, that's the event name. But like, I'm kind of
have to rename it for the year because they're probably it'd have to be X019 or 20.
Yeah, this is
true. Which is the liquid metal model, isn't it? You know?
Yeah, it just turns into a PlayStation and stuff.
It turns into a console you actually want to play on.
Yeah, the Ouya.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the Ouya. Turns into the new Ultra Switch.
Yeah, so I mean, I am excited for it. X018. It's in November, isn't it? Yeah.
November 10th.
Yeah, and it's obviously for the people who can't afford to get there, or the people who don't want to get out of bed.
The majority of people.
Yeah, which is most of the people. It's obviously going to be live streamed like the E3 events and like Inside Xbox, which is quite cool. So, do you think XO? Sorry, I'm interrupting there. Do you think XO stands for Xbox only? Do you know what I mean?
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Blow your mind.
You know, I mean, I'm sure it's written down as a 0 though, so they're calling it XO, but it looks like when they write it down, it's like X018.
Is it
so
right?
I think, like
okay.
the X is like hiding the 20 for 2018. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. Okay.
And then it'd be like X019 would be next year. You know what I mean? Like it's a new yearly event.
You are smart.
Thanks.
But yeah, like I said, I'm excited, and yes, a Fable game. Imagine that, a cool Fable game again. That's not on Rails.
If we just got like interesting concepts at least shown to it. Like I don't expect gameplay. Like say a lot of these studios have just been bought, but even if they just teased with a title of a game or like a teaser trailer for something.
Yeah,
it'd be interesting to see like what they're gonna do, you know, like even if they're just saying this is an RPG and it's this, okay, that's what we're working on. Okay, bye. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In between, obviously, the third party support where they're showing whatever that month's big game is, which you know they'll probably show some Battlefield, they'll probably show some Fallout 76, that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
like the normal stuff. The normal stuff's gonna be there, no doubt.
Yeah,
like I say, I'm more interested in seeing, you know, because that's obviously Xbox's biggest weakness is definitely its first party support right now.
It is.
It's just this whole generation, really. You know what I mean? It just hasn't had great first-party support.
That's
so I think this could be that. Obviously, they're doing everything they can to rectify it, but you know what I mean. You can buy a studio, but a game still takes years to make.
That's it. Yeah. I mean, Xbox have had the biggest turnaround for me personally. Like when it first came out, I was like, I don't want it. All this stuff. And I was like, no, I want it because Dead Rising 3. That was literally the reason why I got it. Yeah. But like that's
the reason you bullied me into getting one as well.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, like get one, do it. But yeah, I mean they have turned it around, and again they will have exclusives, but it might be the next console that has the exclusives. You know what I mean?
The thing is I think like I mean obviously a little off topic, I suppose, is that we're going into just Xbox's turnaround, but I'm fine with that to an extent. Like Xbox has had the biggest turnaround, and I think they've shown themselves a really consumer-friendly corporation in the past. Like not to say that Microsoft are in particular, but like Xbox has been doing a lot for gamers.
Yeah.
Within the past year, like huge changes such as like Game Pass is like really good. That is brilliant. Like the new Forza's coming out on day of launch on Game Pass. That's brilliant.
Yeah, it is. What I mean? Like, I mean, we're not those types of gamers. Like, we don't like
really Forza fan at all, but
like, it's still fantastic for the people who are.
That's a AAA game that you can get for a monthly fee. That's amazing.
Yeah, which is insane. It's really, really good.
In theory, you could probably play that game and then you've only paid what, $7.99?
Yeah, that's it.
That's an amazing deal, and you're not getting that with PlayStation right now. And the other argument is, well, PlayStation's got better exclusive, but it just depends what you're after. It's like you say, I'm not interested in Forza. I'm not really interested in a lot of PlayStation exclusives right now.
Yeah.
I'm a big shooter guy, so I'm mostly interested in the big third-party games. You know what I mean? I'm most interested in Red Dead, like most people are. I'm interested in Fallout 76, once again, a cross-platform game.
That's it, yeah.
Battlefield, a cross-platform game.
I will say God of War was brilliant and Spider-Man was okay. It was decent, you know what I mean? But again,
those did nothing for us because I'm not interested in those type of games. I think they look amazing, and I'm glad they exist.
But not
like,
for you.
Obviously, I'm a huge gamer, so I play both anyway. But neither of those games would have sold a PS4 to us.
Yeah, well, this is it. Yeah. So moving on,
moving swiftly on to the bigger announcement was that they're announcing keyboard and mouse support officially.
Yay! I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not happy with it.
So I think there's a lot of layers to this, isn't there?
Yes. Well,
I mean, one of the great things I think about it is that it will support your third-party equipment. So it's USB keyboard, mouse support. So if you have a USB keyboard, you're good to go.
Yeah,
I think that's really good. Obviously, the other thing they're announcing is that they're partnering with Razer to make, like obviously an Xbox official one. We'll probably put a picture or a video of ones, but they already do one called like the Razer Turret, which is like a lap board. So it's like a wireless keyboard for your lap, hence the term lap board. Yeah. And it's got like a space for the mouse to rest on, so that you don't really have to. You can still have the comfort of your regular lying down on the couch gaming. Do you know what I mean? Well, not lying down, but you know what I mean, like sat up gaming rather than being at a computer desk. You know what I mean? But I suppose that makes the option as well. I think if you're a PC gamer, it means you could have an Xbox One X. Not that you'd need one. I think if you're a PC gamer, you're probably just better off with your PC.
Yeah. Like, personally, I mean, it sounds interesting because we'll be able to get games that we couldn't get previously, which is what Phil Spencer said. So the games preview program might actually fill up, which is what it needs to do because it doesn't have many games right now. The catalog is terrible.
Yeah.
But also
and
the thing
it has aren't necessarily great.
Yeah, and that terrible. Except Ark. Ark 5 minutes.
Yeah, they're terrible. Oh, yeah. Tell us about Ark, Paul. Don't just tell us about.
Back to my point. He said it's up to the developer if they want to add keyboard and mouse, right? And that's fine. But that also to me sounds like, well, if they want to add it on PUBG. Well, then that's tough. You have to deal with that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because keyboard and mouse, the people who use a keyboard and mouse, that precision in aiming is 10 times better than it is with a controller.
Like, I mean, me and you briefly delved into PC gaming.
Yes.
Like, we're PC gamers for about 2 months, maybe?
Yeah.
And I mean, like, I never got used to the keyboard side of it. So I was terrible. Like, just because I didn't play enough in the short space of time I had one. Just because, I have other stuff going on. I don't have as much time. And then it was just like, oh, wow, it's going to take me a good 100 hours before I'm anywhere near as good as I am on console, for example.
Yeah.
But straight away, my first day, I was already a better shot than I've ever been. Like, I was like king of sniping straight away. The only thing I was struggling with is, like if someone was close range and I wasn't fast enough to like crouch and switch weapon really fast, that stuff.
Yeah.
But that would have came with time, just like, like muscle memory is one to do. But aiming with a mouse, it's night and day. Like, obviously on console, a lot of people don't actually, like, I didn't realize this until I spoke to some friends who are like much more casual gamers than me. A lot of people don't realize that there's aim assist on 99% of shooters. Like, they think that they're just an amazing shot all the time. And they don't realize that if you kind of aim near it, it locks on in a lot of games.
It is, yeah.
Like, it's exaggerated and say like Grand Theft Auto. Grand Theft Auto is one of those games it's obvious you lock onto a player.
Yeah.
But like every Call of Duty game has aim assist. You know what I mean? Every Battlefield game has aim assist. Like when you aim near someone, it helps you a little bit because it's harder to make those precision movements versus keyboard and mouse. On keyboard and mouse, even a half decent player will land more headshots than someone on console without aim assist. You know what I mean?
That's it. I mean, you've got like the soft aim assist on some games, and then like games like Fortnite, like that, you can tell there's aim assist on that because you'll aim and it'll just move you to that person's direction.
Yeah,
and
I mean,
like,
the biggest notice, I think, like the best way to notice if a game has aim assist is when there's two players really close to each other, and you try and aim next to one, it goes to the other one. You're like, aim assist.
Yeah, that's it.
So I mean, a lot of people on like I say, big on the obviously the knowledge side of that. I think hardcore gamers know that, but like a casual gamer doesn't think about that. But oh my god, the disparity if you were to have someone on keyboard and mouse playing in the same lobby and someone on controller, even if the person on controller has aim assist, it would be very hard to balance. Like you say, it's down to the developer,
Yeah. But that, to me, that sounds like Phil Spencer saying, well, don't blame me if your favorite game gets ruined because somebody's got keyboard and mouse. It's up to the developer. We're just giving them the option. And that's, to me, that, like, I was actually angry. I was like, what? So what you're saying is that if you've got your favorite game, say, like, for instance, PUBG is your favorite game, you're top 10 all the time, you're winning loads of games, and then, say, Stone Mountain comes over to Xbox and he's on keyboard and mouse, and you drop to like bottom 100 because that guy's a hero and he can kill anyone from miles away with a mouse. You'll be like, well, blame the developer.
He played one game on Xbox, but he used, is it called the Zim, which lets you already use a keyboard and mouse, though, but it's not like an official apparel. Like it's not meant to be used, but obviously a lot of people use them. And he said, "Oh, I'm only going to use it for this one video just because I want to play PUBG on Xbox once, just to see what it's like."
Yeah.
And he just absolutely slaughtered everyone. He's like, "Wow, this is really overpowered."
Yeah.
But I mean, like you say, it is down to the developer. And I think if a developer ruined their game like that, there'd be such a backlash they'd have to make a mouse and keyboard only lobby. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm hoping for. Like, I mean, I don't think that'll come out straight away, the mouse and keyboard lobby. I think it'll be like, oh, well, if you've got a keyboard and mouse, of course you can use that. And then the people who are playing controller, they're going to have a worse time. Like, could you imagine if all the people who play bloody PC, like Shroud and Dr. Disrespect, came over to Xbox?
Console.
Yeah, console. I mean, I don't think they would because they're already on PC. But could you imagine that?
Yeah, can you imagine Shroud coming over just to play some Blackout? I mean,
exactly.
It'd be like, okay,
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You're just going to get ruined all the time. I mean, already when we play H1Z1 or PUBG, we're already furious. Do you know what I mean? Like, this is ridiculous. Now, could you imagine that with keyboard and mouse support? You're 5 miles away and Shroud pops you in the head, and he's not even looking. He's just like, click, haha, you dickhead. Do you know what I mean?
One of the things I suppose on keyboard and mouse as well, especially for like battle royale games, is that the inventory systems are notoriously terrible on console. So it would just increase your looting so much faster.
Yeah.
Like I say, I think they'd have to do separate lobbies, but like I say, on the positive side of it, I think, you know, certain games like say RTS games, I think those games struggle on a control pad. I think like say even The Sims struggles on a control pad, you know what I mean? These are games that are made for keyboard and mouse. If they have keyboard and mouse support, those games are infinitely better. I honestly think that, for example, like The Sims, me and my girlfriend both loved The Sims growing up. Then we both tried the demo for Sims 4 on EA Access, and neither enjoyed it. And it was really because it was just so clunky. And like, whereas like I know for a fact if there was keyboard and mouse support, and I bought keyboard and mouse, she'd love that game. Like she's always loved it because it's a natural fit for that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, I'm all for it in single player games. Do you know what I mean? If it increases like RTS games and The Sims, a single player mode, that's absolutely fine. Even RTS is online because again, you're just clicking something. Do you know what I mean? But in a shooting environment, you're just going to have a bad time against someone who's using that every time.
I mean, arguably, well, not even arguably, the biggest game on the planet, Fortnite. I mean, you've just got to look at the disparity between the fastest builder on console versus the fastest builder on PC. People can like build full structures in like under 4 seconds on PC.
Exactly.
Because you can bind loads of keys that you can't, because obviously you've got so many more keys. You can bind so many preset movements to different keys, and then boom, you're like 2-3 clicks and you've built 4 walls and a ramp.
Yeah. Are you turning into the X018? Because you're sounding a little bit robotic there, Ben. It's happening. It's merging.
Yeah, exactly. Oh no, the PlayStation's parachute to safety.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not happy with it. I'm not going to lie. Like for single player games,
they said that they're going to push for it at launch is Warframe. So Warframe's going to be the first game to officially support, and that doesn't bother us too much because although that is a shooter and does have PvP, it's not really the primary focus of that game. People don't play Warframe exclusively for PvP. In fact, I would say that 90% of the player base play Warframe for the single player or co-op mode. You know what I mean? Like if you just grinding through the missions to get better gear.
Yeah.
Like that is what that game is. It's very Destiny-like. Like Destiny has PvP, but I wouldn't say there was as many people who played Destiny for the PvP as there is who just play for the normal in-game content of grinding against the AI. So, I mean, that does seem like an all right fit. But it'll be interesting to see what they do with PvP, if they will do, you know, you can just have the keyboard in. Or, I mean, I suppose, I don't know how it will work, but maybe there is a way to balance between keyboard and mouse. But you know what I mean? Like, if I'm absolutely brilliant on, this is just an example, I'm not saying I am at all, but if I was absolutely brilliant on controller and then you've got someone who's absolutely terrible on mouse and keyboard, and our KDs or whatever, like our stats are roughly the same, is that almost a fair fight, is it? You know, like I suppose there's a lot. It's an interesting time.
Yeah, I mean, we'll have to wait and see because I'm in the preview program. I'll get it next week. I think.
Yeah.
Is it October? I think it's the start of October.
Yeah.
And I'll stick in a keyboard and mouse, and I'll even try that Warframe and see what it's like. But right now, it sounds to me like they're saying, "Oh, well, we're letting it happen. But if you're unhappy with it, don't blame us. It's up to the developer." Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like where Phil Spencer's actually let it happen, but he doesn't want to take the blame.
It is strange though to close that gap between console and PC even more.
Yeah,
like,
it is.
I've always said that the one thing that makes the console what the console has over PC is its like accessibility.
Yeah,
and it's like the fact that on a controller within like 2 button presses you can be into a game and playing straight away, and everything can be done via the controller pretty much.
That's
versus
it,
PC. Like on PC, obviously you have controller support, but it's usually controller support in the game. Like everything outside of the game, you still usually need your keyboard and mouse to navigate.
That's it. Yeah. Well,
Well, I mean,
yeah.
I think that's probably enough spilling of thoughts on that topic.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to lie. I'm a bit disappointed we weren't talking more horse testicles. Do you know what I mean? That's what I'm here for.
Is that a callback to Red Dead Redemption, or did you just mean in general?
Yeah. So thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening to this big mini. Don't forget to like and subscribe. If you didn't like it, feel free to leave a dislike. Paul will cry, but I'm okay with it.
I will. He's not even lying. But yeah, thanks for watching, and we shall see you all in the next one.